Welcome back to my channel. My name's Jessica and I'm from Jessica's Craft Time. Today we're starting a new doll's house. I have to apologize, you probably will hear my heater in the background. I try to avoid having it going, but it is cold today. So I figured trying to build this with two colder fingers is not going to work. So we're starting this one here, Kitten Diary. So it's from the Kitten range. So I have done the unboxing on this and I'll link it below, but let's get started. So I've gone through and made sure I had all the pieces. They're all your different packagings. Let's make sure we didn't miss an instruction here. Yes, we did. Okay, so I've taken all the smaller pieces from B and I've laid them out on a tray. I've measured them to make sure they're the right pieces and I've labeled what each of the pieces are. So hopefully that will help me when it comes to doing that bit. So I've got extra plastic bags. We've got C and the lights and the music box. Okay, so that's all we've got left there. Then we have our plastic bits, which will be our dust cover, I'm assuming. Just getting everything out of the box here to make sure we get all the pieces we need. I haven't done this brand one before, so I'm just going to make sure we know what we're doing. So these are our templates for everything. Pop them off to the side. We've got some cardboard and some acetate sheets. We probably don't need the covers for now. So take out A1 as photo shows and put A9 on evenly. So I'm guessing this is probably A1, but we will flick back over here. A1 wood, back in original wood color with edges of white. Yeah. And we'll get our little tape measure out here and it should be 10 by 12.5. Oh no, this is bigger. This is 17 by 11. Okay, so this is not A1. A1 back in original wood color with edges in white. This must be, yes, because it's got the little holes in it. Okay, that was almost the wrong piece to start with. Take out A1 as photo shows and put A9 on evenly. So we'll get out our little bits of paper. Oh, it's a big bit of paper. And what are we looking for? A9. Stick A41 and put on A9 on evenly. Put an A9 on evenly. What is an A9? Glue. Put glue on evenly. Okay. There was no glue in this packaging, so we'll have to use our own. Stick A41 on A1 and align the small holes on the back of A1. So I've got to align the holes, then drill out a hole for the power wires. If it is an upgraded version, cut out the microphone piece. Okay. So if you followed my last, let me find all my scissors. If you followed my last doll's house, what are we doing? A41. Then you'll know that my last lot of instructions had no English on them. So this is really, there's a little cutout bit here. I'm just going to go past it for now and I'll come back to it. My last lot of instructions had no English on it, so it's actually really nice to have the English. The next one I'm doing after that, whoa, am I scared of the instructions for that one. There's no English. It's no coloured pieces. Like, at least the last one had coloured images, so I could work it out. No. This one doesn't have any coloured images. it's like newspaper print kind of instruction booklet, and I'm scared. So, but I wanted to try out some different brands, and then I do actually have one coming from AliExpress. Now, who knows when that'll show up? Who knows what it's going to be like? So, do we need a microphone plate? I don't know. I don't know. It says cut out drill holes for power. Oh, that's quite a big hole. Then drill out a hole for power wires. You know what? I'm just going to glue it on. I'm going to leave the holes, because what I did with the last one, that must be the microphone. What I did with the last one was I just put this little doodad through the holes when I was ready, and I just poked it through when we needed to put the stuff on. Now, last time I did the backing, I used my tacky glues and it bubbled the paper. So I'm going to actually use my Tombow, which is our... Oh, look, it doesn't even have A1 written on that. Didn't even notice. Tombow is the glue that I use for my card making. So I know that it's going to be perfect for holding paper to paper. As for how we're going to use paper to wood, I suspect it'll be about the same. What's good is you've always got a little bit of wiggle room, and I'm going to grab my ruler, oh, there it is, and just flatten it out. So I know that this glue is not going to bubble my paper, because the PVA bubbled my paper on the other one. Woohoo! One step complete. I need a little bit of glue there. So it looks like with this one, we're going to be completing walls to start with, where the last one, the walls were the last thing that I did. Okay, take A2. Oh no, it does have this. I wrote A2 on it. Ha ha ha. Oops. Take A2. Take out A2 as photo shown. So it goes like this. Put A9 on evenly, which is glue, and stick A42 on A2. So that's this piece here. I'm really excited to be doing this again. I stopped for a bit because I got a bit ahead in filming. So I stopped for a little bit, just so that I wasn't too far ahead. Sorry, I think I knocked you again. So I've kind of been itching to get back in and do this one. But what I'm going to do with my last one, which my son loves as well, I thought some of my diamond paintings that I really love the paintings, but I gift quite a few because, you know, there's only so much wall space you can have in a house. And when you frame them, a lot of the time you cut off the edge of it. So I'm going to actually take my thumbnail prints of some of my favorite ones and add them to my houses as wall art. So this one here, now we have to cut out this middle bit. Do you reckon it goes through the window or the window goes into it? B29. That's one of those pieces. Let me see. Oh, that fits pretty snug in there. Okay, so we need to cut out this section here. So let me get, whoops, I bumped you then. Let me grab my mat. Get my leg back under. And my knife. And this has got rounded corners. How am I going to do rounded? I hate cutting these bits. We might do straight and then I'll try and cut rounded freehand. How does that sound? So I hope you're all giving this a shot and having a go at making your own little little room or house. I saw some really cute ones the other day that someone's doing them. You can get tins and you do them in like a tin. Thought that was a really cute idea. I reckon they'd be even tinier than this though. I think my knife needs a new blade. I must remember to put a new blade in it before the next one. Yeah, I haven't even cut that. Definitely needs a new blade. That's not cut there either. There you go. Keep that little paper. Always keep our scraps of all our papers because they can come in handy for things. We don't need our mat anymore. I'm going to bump the table again with my leg. Alright, so let's glue this on here. I'm going to use my Tombow again. And try and get it closer to the edges. You don't need a lot of your Tombow. And I have a nifty little stand to keep mine in. So if you, I'll try and remember, don't promise me I'll link it, but it's Hummingbird Designs on Facebook. She's a friend of mine and she makes the little stands for the glue, which is awesome because it means that it's always up the right way, which means the glue is always in the tip where you need it. I think we got a little bit of glue extra. There you go. Woohoo, 2 sides done. We're flying today. Now take A3, which is this one. Take out A3 as photo shows and put A9 on evenly. Stick the already cut A4 to A3 on A3. So that's this piece here. So let's just trim it out quickly. It feels strange doing this part first because the other one, all your walls and stuff were done last. But I guess it's kind of cool that we can actually put pieces in as we finish them, rather than last time I had, you know, had to store all the little pieces somewhere. I'm not going to be able to do this on, I'm going to have to hand cut the other sides. That little trimmer is awesome until the piece is too big. I really need to get myself a longer pair of scissors for out here to do this. Because the longer the blade, the more even straight line you can cut. Mind you, this is sort of almost just, there you go. And then we just stick this one on here. And we're done. Our 3 walls and, is it only 3 walls? Yeah, it's only 2 walls. 2 walls and our floor. So this one's going to be much smaller than the last one. But then the next one, it's got a whole wooden house that you construct. Tombow is good because you do have a little bit of wiggle room, so it doesn't set straight away. So it gives you a little bit of time to move your piece around. And that's really important with your card making, because how often you put things down and it's not quite in the right spot. And that's glued itself. So 2 walls. All right, now polish 4 corners of B29 and put A2 in. Put A2 in. Maybe put in A2. So this is our B29. And then it says B30 we need as well. Oh, to make the blind. So it says to polish the corners. Now I don't know how. I think if I just push this in, it's going to fit. It's going to be very, very tight. So let's get some glue out and put some glue in there. I think I'll just use PVA for this because I'm pretty sure once it goes in, it's not going to be coming out. And we want our paintbrush. So we want to put this frame inside the window here. So I'm just going to get some glue up in there. It's not going to dry overly quickly, so that's fine. We'll have time to try and wiggle this frame in and just hope we don't break it. Because my B30 is slightly broken too, so I have to be careful of that. So this needs to go inside. Might be easier to push it from this side actually. There you go. That's why it says polish. I'm guessing it means like sandpaper, but there you go. There's our window in. Now we need to take a 4.4 centimeter and a 5.4 centimeter of C3. Cut C2. Cut C2 in requested shown. Wonder if there's a template. Oops, there's a hair. Might bring this over here. You can actually see it. So let's see if there's a template here. Sofa backrest, sofa cushions, sofa seating, sofa swing, soil, vamp template, pot template, sofa seat, swing seat, sofa rest, swing seat. No, there's no template for this. So we need to take C2. So we'll look in here. C2 is just a beige cloth. So let's see what we've got in here. That looks like a beige cloth to me. Put all these little bits back in or else we'll lose them. I love the little pussycat in here. We've got all little bits and pieces in that one. So we want to take a piece that is 4.4 centimeters. Wonder if I've got, yes, I've got a pencil. So we want 4.4 centimeters by 5.4. 4.4 here by 5.4. And roll it up. Okay, I'm just going to draw with my pencil a little line so I know where I need to cut. Okay. Probably should have gone the other way on the cloth, but hopefully we can still fit all the other pieces we need on this. Okay. Oh. We need, doesn't say what we need. Oh yes, C12. Cut it in half to roll it up and become the blind. And then we need C. Oh, and the little beads. Whoa, this is going to be dainty. Okay. So we need C12, which is the brown ribbon. So that's here. And they want us to cut that tiny little brown ribbon in half and it should be 6 centimeters long. Okay, centimeters. Okay, we need 6 centimeters. And it needs to be cut in half. I need a little tray to put that in so I don't lose it. And it needs to be cut in half. And then we roll that up and we glue this around it so that it looks like it's the... sorry, I need to come a bit closer to my eyes to cut this tiny, 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 tiny little ribbon in half. Because it's tiny, tiny. Tiny, tiny. I don't know how I'm going to glue this one on. Oh, I brought some fabric glue, didn't I? I haven't used it yet. Okay, there's our tiny, tiny pieces. So we want to roll it up, but it doesn't say, oh yeah, to 2.5. It needs to be 2.5 centimeters down. So let's mark it so we know where we've got to roll it up to. Oh, 2.5. Oops, not 3.5. So I've got to roll all the way up until that line there. Do you reckon I should just put some glue into it so it holds itself? Maybe. So this is a fabric glue. It just says bonds quickly. I might just, instead of punching a big hole in it, I'm going to just try and punch it in with a needle and see if we can get the glue out, because I only really want a fine amount of glue. But I don't know how thick this glue is. Oh yeah, that's coming out. Ugh, it stinks. Hopefully that's enough on there. Oh, it's going to be one of those ones in the tube that... Okay, roll it up. Oh, that glue stinks. It's getting on my page. Sorry, concentration here. Oh, hopefully that glue doesn't stain it, or else we're going to have a really funky stain on our blind. I feel I need a little bit more across the top there. Come out. It was very, very stringy. I don't want too much in there. I want enough to hold it, but not too much. And it really stinks. Oh, I hope that dries clear. Okay. Or else I'm going to have one big mark on there. I'm going to clean my fingers. And then we need to glue this on, and then we use the little gold beads to make... Oh, that glue is really sticky. It's stuck to my finger. 4 into 2 into 1. Oh, the 2 go on the bottom of a cord. So we've got to find a cord for like a drawstring on the blind. Okay. Let's work with just trying to get this one round here. So 0.5 of a centimetre. Yeah, that's all right. How am I going to get that to stay? I don't want to use more of that glue in case it doesn't dry. Do you know what? Do you know what I'm going to do? That fabric glue is stuck all over my fingers. All over my fingers, and it won't come off. It's not going to be long enough. It's really stuck. Everything's sticking to my fingers. I'm going to put a couple of stitches on it to stop it from coming. Hopefully, we'll see. It may not work. I'm just going to thread my needle. I just don't trust that fabric glue. It's so strong too. It's meant to be for like gluing, bonding quickly and gluing hems, but let's just put a tiny stitch through the ribbon up the top. This is really difficult to hold. So much detail just for a blind. Okay, hopefully that will go back around there. Stay there. That's not going to work. Okay, and my ribbon's fraying. That's not going to work. What if it has glued it though? Okay, I'm going to have to use this glue. Let me put some paper under it first, because then we have to glue the top of that on there anyway. So I'll glue them to the front first. Why don't you want to stay? Aha, stay there. It's meant to bond quickly, so let's just leave that. Oh, it's all coming out. Let's just leave that to bond quickly. And once that dries a little bit, then we'll try and feed it around the back. I'm worried if I try and pull it now, it'll pull it off the front, and that defeats the purpose. Then we need to find C11, which looks like small white. Oh, this one I'd say. Small white decorative border. And it needs to cut 4.8 so that it goes around that. So let's cut this at 4.8. Do you know what? I'm going to cut it like just 5. And then we need C13 and C16. So C13, golden thin iron wire, and C16 is the gold beads. So I saw the gold beads before. There's our gold beads. And then thin gold wire. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, let me get down. I've dropped a piece. It's got to be one of those. It's a cap. I'm going to put that one in here, because it's just going to keep falling out when we get the fabrics out. I think that's because the rest are flowers, and that's fabric. Okay, so it has to be one of these. Let's see what other... Oh, I bumped you again. Let's see what these other things... What did we want? We wanted C13. Gold medium iron. Okay, so there's a medium, okay, and a thin. So I think we want this one here. If I can get it out. How much do we need? 4.6. Okay. Don't want to use my good scissors to cut that. There you go. So that's the wire, and that's all the pieces there. Oh, we've got to put the beads. So in the beads, we didn't need that ribbon. Let's put these bits here. There's that tiny little bit of brown ribbon left, and in the beads we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we are almost done here, hopefully. Okay, so if we turn this over, we need to put glue along the top here, and I'm going to use this to try and glue that white bit on as well. So let's try and do all that at once. So the brown cord comes over. Brown cord comes over. And then the white, maybe I need to glue it on the front. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it. I think our neighbours have just got a puppy, or they're babysitting someone's dog, and it keeps whining whenever they leave the house. Just whines all day. Oh, so I'm going to have to cut that bit off. Okay. I'm enjoying the fiddly with wood, not so much enjoying the fiddly with paper, with fabric. This is meant to go round the edges and glue. My fingers are going to get sticky here, I can see it. It's not going to stick. Come on. Oh no, our browns come apart. Okay, let me try and get the glue off my fingers. I'm gonna have to trim all that brown off. It's fraying, it's fraying. No, stop fraying. I've got little brown hairs everywhere. Okay. Now we're meant to stick one of those tiny gold beads in here. So I need to glue that ribbon down. Because that little gold bead's got to go right in that little crevice here. Okay, glue down. Oops. Don't want it to stick to my paper. How I'm going to get that little bead in there, I have no idea. Let's just pop a big glob glue. Sorry about my arm. Oops, how do I know it would jump out? Let's see if this will pick it up. Aha. Aha. Done it, done it, done it. Alright, now we need to get that gold wire, and we have to glue those other beads onto the end of the gold wire. I might just glue them to the wire. Okay, let's put this sticky, smelly glue away. Alright, now we need to get our frame. I think I was meant to put this on here earlier. And that's got a glue to there. So I'm going to use PVA for this because that fabric glue is doing my head in. So luckily this is the curtain going on here, because when I unboxed it, just here is a crack in the wood. So this is going to cover it up nicely. Oh, I think that was meant to go around the edge of there. Oh well, it hasn't. And then we've got to glue the wire. Yeah, that lace was meant to go around the edge of the wood. Oh well. I've got to glue that wire, if I can get enough glue, down the edge here. Sorry. I need a little bit more glue. A little bit more glue. Uh-oh, my curtain's fallen down too. Okay, fix that up. This is fiddly. Okay, fix that up. Put some more glue on this edge for this wire to stick to. And glue our blind thread on the edge. There you go, it's done. And then this gets glued to the window. So I'm just going to put glue on the edge of the window, because I'm not going to try and do the little put too much glue on. We've made our window and window furnishings. Yay! Okay, and then we've got it. Let's finish this page. I might just let that sit. Oh, I really did a sloppy job with the glue on the side there. Let me try and clean that up. At least make it look straight around there without damaging anything. Okay. Paper can go away. Alright, so we want to take our floor, stick as per photo. What does it mean, stick as per photo? Needs to come in a little bit, I'm guessing. So that one goes there. That goes on the edge. I probably need to put that. If you've upgraded version, please install Music Box microchip as per photo shown. Alright. So maybe we need to put the music box on it first. There's screws. So which way does the music box go? I'm guessing that so that it can... So that would be the big hole. So we need to cut this big hole. For the music box. Okay, and we need those other 3 holes cut so that we can fit the screws in. So 1, 2, 3. And didn't I get a screwdriver in the last lot? So now I've got to try and find the hole. feels like that went in right. That didn't quite feel like it was gripping it. There you go. Trying to find, there it is. No. See if I've got a little screwdriver here. Let's see if I can screw these in. Oh, it just goes through and comes out the other side. Okay. It's interesting. And I'm guessing there's probably going to be something in front of this so that it blocks the music box. This one doesn't want to go in though. It's there. I'm not going to put it in. That's secure enough. Yay. Not the best sound, but we'll get there. Okay, let's glue these. I'm going to use the tacky glue today. So this one goes on here. Just wait for my glue to come down. Go right on the edge as much as I can, and then if I grab, I'm sure I had another toothpick fall out, just grab a toothpick and clear off that extra glue. Alright, now this piece goes that way in there, so we'll glue along here and along the floor. And that should be enough to hold it. Yeah, and we want the music box on the inside. Oops, I glued it too far in. Okay. Get our toothpick again and clean up all this glue I put everywhere because I'm spaz. I'm not so much fussed about the glue on the back. I'll just smush that out a bit. Oh no, we need to keep that hole open. There's a little hole there for wires. Okay. So that is it for today. We have, I don't want to tilt it in case it falls, created a room. So the next video I'll do, we will do the swing and some lights and cover the cushion to do the swing. Let's see if we can do the whole swing. That looks really complicated with lots of wires, but so we've done the whole room. The swing is the next bit, and that's going to go in our gap here. So we've done our walls, so yay! Thank you for watching along. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're able to create your own little rooms or houses, or I'll show you. This is the next one that we're doing after that. We can move that. So that is a whole house. So I'm excited to start that one. But thank you very much for watching today. If you like my videos, think about giving me a thumbs up and subscribing you. I'd love to have you in my family here. Hope you've enjoyed starting our kitten diary. I've definitely enjoyed the experience of creating my miniature rooms, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks for stopping by.